We finally have a new Avatar of the Last Airbender game, and it actually looks pretty good. And you might be shocked to hear that because the last few Avatar games have either been cancelled, have been terrible, or have simply just been a slap in the face to Avatar fans. But this one here actually looks incredible. So let's get into some details about the game, hit that sub button, and let's get into this Avatar news. So for the basic details of the game is called Avatar Legends, the fighting game. Now, it was actually shown quite a while ago, but it was in a very beta state, and we didn't actually know what was going to be in the game. But now we finally have the official trailer for the game, and we know exactly what it's going to be, who's going to be in it, and there actually are some amazing surprises for you, so stay tuned for that. Right now we know it's a 2D cel-shaded game with parallax background layers, just like the original animated show, and they actually do make it a point to say that we really wanted to make this stay true and to be faithful to the animation styles of The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra. It'll be dropping on the 2nd of July this year, so about 2 months from now, so put that on your wish list if you want it. It's coming out on PC, PS5 and Xbox with full crossplay, and most importantly, it's only $30 USD for the base game. And then of course, if you want the deluxe edition with all the other features that provides, that'll be $50 USD. So quite honestly, that's a really good price. I don't know, and actually also I must mention, they're doing regional pricing for this. So if you live in a Southeast Asian region or South America, your pricing, I've actually looked on the list, will be even lower than $30 USD. So make sure you take advantage of that. I think this game will be worth whatever price it is below $30 USD. The game will be a classic fighting game, and if you're someone in the genre of fighting games, if you love these types of games, if you played them before, I think this will feel very familiar to you, and you should have a very good experience. And a couple of things that they show in the trailer, which I'm about to get into, actually tell me that they've really listened to the fighting community and what fighting games need to be in the modern era. I think you're going to be very impressed. And the price for this is way more than reasonable, especially considering how many other titles come out these days with a full 70 or 80 USD price tag, and let's be honest, a complete doo-doo. So this is a really good price for a pretty full game, actually, considering what we thought it might be. Now let's get into the trailer and break it down shot by shot and everything that's coming. So the first shot we have is Korra versus Aang, and you can see Korra's absolutely destroying Aang here with some basic attacks, and this will be the core gameplay of the game. These will be the basic attacks, and obviously if you've played fighting games before, you know you can build up to combos. And I think we actually see one of those here with the different elements being used. I think those different elements will actually come from different combos, and the basic attacks will just be the base element of whichever avatar you're using or whichever character you're using. After that, we can see Toph getting absolutely smoked by Zuko, and it's good to see they finally got to have that field trip, although it looks like it turned into a brawl. After that, you can see Katara v Sokka, some good old sibling rivalry, and you can see that you can actually play a melee character versus a ranged character, being a bender versus a non-bender. And you can see in one little shot there that when you get hit, the character will turn red. Next, we see the logo. This is a pretty standard Avatar Legends logo. I think we've seen this on a lot of the role-playing games and the card games and the board games, so it's good to see that they're actually rolling this out among the video games now too. Now, next, we see which characters are actually going to be available in the game. So for starters, we have 12 iconic characters. They will be Fire Lord Ozai, Azula, Sokka, Toph, Aang, Korra, Katara, Zuko, Zahir, which is very interesting, Kyoshi, and that's only 10 characters, so I was wondering, are they hiding the last 2 characters? But no, there will actually be 2 characters which are unique, which are the Avatar State Aang and the Avatar State Korra, which will be different from their normal variants, which aren't in the Avatar State. So I'm pretty sure they're going to be maybe more powered up, or they're going to have different combos and different abilities to use in their fights. After that, interestingly, we get to see Zuko doing the Dancing Dragon, and I think this means that the Dancing Dragon will probably be one of his combo moves in the game. And then after that, we can see that we're going to be getting an arcade mode. I think this is just going to be the base starter game for beginners who just want to get into it and maybe fight a CPU. That will be pretty basic, but then we also have story mode for even more beginners or people who just want to get a story experience from this game. Maybe just some basic fights, maybe ones where the CPU is toned down quite a lot and maybe you can't even lose in that mode. But I think that's going to be very interesting to get some brand new lore, because this is one of the first actually proper lore games and canonical games that will be released under Avatar Studios. So I think it's going to be pretty interesting to see what lore tidbits we get about the time between the end of The Legend of Aang or The Last Airbender and between The Legend of Korra. The example they give in this shot is actually not the best. It's just Aang asking Korra, "Can I pet your polar bear dog?" Obviously not canonical, so maybe if there are 2 characters who can't coexist in the same time, then they're just going to have joke interactions like this. That would make a lot of sense, because there can't really be any canonical information between normal Aang or young Aang and Korra. Obviously they didn't exist at the same time. And what we see in this next part is actually what I was mentioning before when I said that I think these guys really know the fighting community and what they want. We see that they've included rollback netcode with crossplay. So first of all, crossplay, everyone wants crossplay, why wouldn't you? But rollback netcode is actually one of the foremost features in fighting games, which lets the client predict what's going to happen, so it feels almost like an offline experience, and then if there's a mistake in the prediction, it'll roll it back. This is one of the premier features in the top AAA fighting games, so the fact that this is in here and the fact that they put this in the trailer really tells me that they are marketing this towards those hardcore fighting game fans. Now, unfortunately, I'm not in the fighting game community, so if you are, tell me in the comments down below, are you very happy to see this? What are your opinions on the trailer so far, and what are your opinions on them putting this feature in the trailer for you to see? We also then get to see the scoreboard and the point system, and I'm guessing the stamina system at the top, and it confirms that there will be ranked matches, so there will be an elo system in this game, and you'll be able to rank up versus other people from around the world. I think the ranks are not going to be console based, I think the ranks are going to be universal crossplay, so that is really good news, and you're going to be fighting against the best of the best, no matter what console or PC they're on. Next, we can also see that they're supporting custom lobbies, which is absolutely awesome. I hope we can do some really cool mods or modifications to that, and we can also see the combo counter, the hit counter on the left, just proving again that they're really catering to fighting fans, because if you don't show this, do you even have a fighting game? Now, here's the really interesting part for the lore hounds like us. They also have confirmed that there will be a gallery mode with never before seen art from both the time period of The Legend of Korra and The Last Airbender. This means we're going to get brand new art with probably brand new characters, and that will tell us quite a bit about the lore going into this game and between Korra and Aang. And we can also see Mei and Ty Lee in the art for this, and this has never before been seen. So maybe we're going to get some hints about what happened to Mei after the comics. We know in the comics that Zuko and Mei broke up again, and we don't actually know what happened after that. So we don't know who the mother of Azumi is. Although I've got a video speculating on that, so if you want to check that out, that will be probably on the screen now and in the pinned comment. If not, just go to my last video. And then we get a really cool training mode, which actually shows you the hitboxes of the characters and their effective zones, and you can see what's going on with the buttons and the combos on the left and right. This is a really cool tool, and this might actually help to get new people into the fighting genre game. So I'm really happy to see this because I have not played fighting games, so I think I'll be using this to try and get better at it and to see how far I can go in the ranks. And then they finally reveal the other pre-order bonuses, so we will get for the pre-orders Samurai Upper Skin, which looks awesome. It's from that episode that we all remember. We get exclusive character colors, so I think we're going to be able to recolor Korra's outfit, maybe Aang's outfit, and of course the other characters like Katara and Sokka. And then we also get a 1-year pass character vote, and what this does is this will let us vote on adding new characters to the game if you pre-order it, and probably new skins and designs for each character. But that's cool. It doesn't really appeal to me, but that's cool if you want to pre-order the game. That's a nice little extra bonus. We also get a scene inside the Fire Nation throne room, and it looks absolutely awesome. It's dynamic, it's multiple layered, it has parallax, it's just everything you'd want to see from a fighting game, and I think this looks awesome. This is one of the best things that Avatar Studios has ever released, and I can say that because they haven't really released much else. And then finally it says it's releasing July 2nd, 2026. We already know that. It'll be on Steam or anywhere else you want to get it. So if you want to get it, please go ahead and do so. I think this will be worth it, and I do think that this will be a correct step in the right direction for Avatar Studios, who really are floundering at the moment, especially with the news of the Avatar Aang movie not going into theaters and instead being released on Paramount Plus. I think this is a step in the right direction, and I hope I can get them on course for what's going to happen in the near future. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this fighting game breakdown. Let me know if you're going to play it in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one. If you made it this far, drop a thank Mr. Tenzin in the comments down below.